Hey gang, this is probably the first video that I ever should have put out, but I've been honestly just sitting on the idea of doing shielding because it is a complicated topic. It is meant to be the simplest topic ever. This is the one thing that everyone should learn right off the bat, first thing. Absolutely. So why don't people? They don't know. They don't. No one tells them, hey, you should learn how to shield yourself. Much like when you're practicing jiu-jitsu and you're doing Muay Thai, everyone's like, hold your hands up. Well, if you've never done Muay Thai before, you don't know, hold my hands up here, hold my hands up here, hold my hands here. Where do I hold my hands? A little bit of help here in this video, just for you, okay? Because how you use your shield, where you take your energy from, is a big part of shielding. Why don't more people talk about this? Probably because they assume that you have a teacher that will help you along. Honestly, yeah, I mean, I would assume. But these are complete basic ideas. This is actually going to be pre-shielding. Why do we need a pre-shielding? Because I feel like if everybody understood the concepts in practice, things are going to be so much easier. Once somebody shows you how to perfect your guard in Muay Thai, it's a lot easier to not get hit in the face. True story. Totally true. Promise. So, pre-shielding. What does shielding even mean? Shielding is a term used because protective bubble of destiny is not nearly as cool as shielding. And shielding is typically used to protect yourself, like literally a shield in front of you or behind you or all around you. The concept shielding is basically that's it. You're protecting yourself. Bare minimum. Bare minimum, you're protecting yourself. Okay? I have Darling Little Anna sticker. And when we talk about shielding, we typically mean a protective bubble of destiny around us. That's it. It's very simple. Why is that complicated? It doesn't have to be complicated. In 2D, it is a very easy concept, right? In 3D, things get a little more complicated. Now, this is pure physics. This is pure energy, okay? Everything on Earth, whether it's this pen, that sticker, that paper, or this little toy car, has its own energy. It does. It has its own signature. It has its own space of being filled with atoms that are vibrating. Vibrating so much they jump, right? Okay? When we shield, we too are beings of energy trying to literally make a protective bubble around ourselves. Why doesn't it always work well? Because people don't understand the basic scientific concepts, okay? We are energy, us. We're trying to encapsulate ourselves, okay? And most people keep their shields as bubbles, okay? And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Advanced shielding would obviously be closer to the body kind of thing. But gigantic protective bubble wrap, perfectly fine, okay? We have to account for simple concepts of, if we put a bubble around our car, there is still space between the bubble and our car, okay? If the car moves, the bubble has to move with the car, okay? Some people, when they're establishing a shield, they're establishing it in one spot. They get really good. They get a really, really strong shield for one spot, which is great if you're doing an energy demonstration and someone's taking electromagnetic frequency readings. That's great. Okay, yeah, you can actually sense your own shield with an EMF reader. Okay, take some practice, but it's a lot of fun. So when we make our shield, we want to make it to go with us as we travel. Most of the time when people establish a shield, it's either first thing in the day and we take it with us throughout the day. It's around an object. My Jeep is shielded at all times when I'm in it, especially with the kids. So yeah, we can shield other objects. We could shield the tiny car. We could shield the sticker. We could shield whatever, okay? And I recommend practicing on an object outside of yourself simply because you have to take an object and imagine a shield, okay? That takes a little practice. If you've never done anything like this before, staring at a car going, okay, protective bubble, protective bubble, protective bubble. It's silly. It is. And it's practice for something bigger. But sometimes it takes a little while for your imagination to kind of kick in, for you to go, okay, we can do this. We can create the protective bubble of destiny around any object. All right. Little objects are easier than bigger objects. Common sense, right? Your energy has to come from somewhere. Some teachers say the energy should come from inside you. Okay, so back to our diagram. 2D diagram. If Anna is a real person and she is shielding herself, she's taking the energy from inside of herself and pushing it outward to create her bubble. Okay? Now, there's a little bit of a problem with this, right? We, as human beings, only have so much energy. Unless we're eating a lot, you know, or caffeinating heavily, just as a general being, we only have so much energy per day, okay? Creating shields takes a significant amount of energy. Holding on to shields takes a significant amount of energy. If you're traveling with your shield, it takes a significant amount of energy. The energy coming from Anna, she can be exhausted. Poor Anna. Poor Anna. Who does that to poor Anna, right? I don't recommend doing that. If an emergency situation should occur, yes, you can do that. Completely capable of doing it. Don't expect to be able to hold it for very long, okay? Emergency situation works. Probably not going to deflect bullets, so don't get this grand visage of you being impenetrable. No, it's just a protective bubble of destiny, all right? Okay. Most people suggest that you take your energy from the earth, okay? Yay, happy plants and trees willing to lend all their juju for your happiness and well-being. And that's great when you're outside. The third group is people that take their energy from up above, okay? We're talking the purple light, the violet, oh my goodness, the transmutable violet light of the violet flame light. If you're familiar with energy and the violet flame light, okay? There's a fantastic name and I cannot remember it to save my life right now. You may also take the white light, that's fine. But it has to be an established ray of light. You can't just, like, today I want to make up the blue light. And I would say, beware where you're getting your energy from. Okay, research. The violet light, the white light, that's cool. All right? Suck that on in. Take it with you. All right? Now, in order to hold a shield, you're going to have to continue to draw on something. Okay? Whether that's the ground, whether that's your light, whether that's yourself. All right? You're going to have to take energy from somewhere. I replace my car battery every 2 years because you got to take the energy from somewhere. Okay? Why is that important? Because energy doesn't just go poof, disappear. It transmutes into something else, right? So if you can get it from different areas, that's fantastic, all right? We have different ways to charge our batteries and use that energy for stuff. Yes, awesome, great. That pure science, pure science. I'm not even, no voodoo, hoodoo, juju here. Pure science, all right? So if you're able to take the energy into yourself, which should be your first round of practice, is taking energy into yourself and then creating your bubble, okay? Whether it's around your object, your sticker, or yourself, okay? How do we practice these things? Meditation. Meditation is great, especially now that it's a beautiful warm day outside. Go sit out on the ground and suck up some energy. Practice. Our hands and our feet typically are your plus and your minus of your battery. So one hand will suck energy in, one hand should spit the energy back out. And it's good to practice with your energy ball. Pretty sure I have a video, one of my first few videos was about your energy ball practice, okay? Suck up your energy and practice feeling it between your hands. Create an energy ball. Play with your energy ball. All right? Once you have your energy and you're able to harness your energy and hold on to that energy, that's when I recommend you practice your first steps in shielding, okay? If you're scientifically minded, grab an EMF meter. Have some fun with that. You can have your object and an EMF meter near it. Create your bubble and see if you can move your bubble towards the EMF meter and if it can register your bubble, basically. All right? People do the same thing with dowsing rods. At Patricia Price's, love her, my teacher, her getaways, one of the things that we did was we practiced basically expanding our shield or our energy, and we used dowsing rods, and we'd have people from different sides walk in and measure whenever the dowsing rods would cross. That's where your bubble was. It was pretty cool to see. Some people, when you're angry or sad or whatever, your bubble's very, very small. But when you're happy and ecstatic and in love or whatever, your bubble becomes bigger, positive, more energy. Yes, yes. Highest and best and all that happy jazz. So that's something absolutely awesome to practice. I'm going to do the next one. Woo! Runaway car. On actually shielding yourself, okay? So if you want, and I would highly recommend it, grab something. Anything to practice with, whether it's a pen, whether it's a stone, whether it's a necklace, grab something. Grab something solid. Don't grab something liquid, okay? Water has its own mojo jojo. Work with solid objects. And remember, you're not infusing them with your energy. That's where people kind of get confused. You don't want to infuse it. You literally want the bubble, okay? And once you have practiced meditating, you're like, okay, I'm creating the, but with your power out hand, not power in hand. Keep your power in hand away from your object while you're doing it. So, okay, power out, creating the bubble, creating the bubble, creating the bubble. Meditate on it. All right, then you should be able to sit it down and just take both hands and be like, okay, where do I feel this shield is? Okay, I feel the energy now, okay? And you should be able to feel it with both hands, but obviously you made the shield with this hand, so kind of don't cheat, you know, practice with your other hand. So where is my shield? Is my shield, okay, there's my shield, okay? You know, and kind of, you know, just go from the different angles and try to make it bigger, you know, and meditating, thinking big bubble, thinking protective bubble of destiny, and oh yeah, there's my shield. Yeah. Rock on. Then you know you got it, all right? Questions, comments, stuff and things. I love you. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you soon. Get the rest of the steps. Yay! Bye!